What's going on, everybody? My name is Urcelph, and I would like to welcome everyone to another episode of the Talk to Yourself podcast. I appreciate every single person who's either been watching, listening, however you're consuming this. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate anyone who's maybe, if you shared it with someone, maybe you showed it to someone, maybe you watched it to yourself. It doesn't matter. I appreciate any type of support. If you have any feedback, please send it. It doesn't matter if it's positive reinforcement, maybe it's criticism. It's all good, man. Send it in. I want to read all of it. I want to, know what I can do to make it better. I know I'm just getting started with this, so I need to get, good equipment to make it, something more official. But for now, I gotta do what I gotta do until I do what I want to do. And that's just what it is. And on today's episode, man, I want to talk about something I've been noticing. It's been around for a long time, but I've started to notice it more with, man, listen. Black people, man, we got to seriously stop with the bullshit about, we argue and debate so much about whose God is what, if it's this God or that God. We talk so much about who's light skinned and who's dark skinned, who's this and who's that, who's rich and poor. We are all fucked up. All of us as black people are fucked up. Whether you're black in America, black in South America, black in Europe, black in goddamn China, wherever you are, man. Black people are fucked up. We are dealing with a global problem that's been going on for centuries now. And we're going into 2020, and as I've been saying lately, we are going into 2020 with no vision. Fuck your religion. They want us all dead or in prison. Like the other day, I reposted something that, Kanye West said about, I know he did an interview and with Big Boy from Big Boy in the Neighborhood, and he said, I know it was two things he said that I reposted on my Instagram page, but one was about how he said we're still slaves, artists are slaves to record contracts and things like that. But the other thing was, that's what it was. He was basically saying how we basically have sold our culture. Like, what is culture? What is black culture? How we basically sold our culture to culture vultures. And we really don't have our own culture because basically culture vultures have taken everything. Which is a fact. Whether you agree, fan of Kanye or not, I don't, like I always say around here, who the fuck cares? I honestly don't give a fuck if you're a fan of Kanye or not. That means nothing to me. The thing is, what I was noticing, and then I posted it, and I didn't expect much because I reposted it from United Masters Instagram page. Then they say, I'm seeing a bunch of comments, and I'm like, usually my posts don't really get a lot of comments or likes, sometimes, but not so much. But I had like 4,000 views on this repost. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? People commenting. And, a lot of people saying different things. Now I'm interacting with some of them. But the thing that tripped me out, I think it was around 50 comments, but, around 50. But I think, I would say more than half of them were basically saying, yo, but Jesus, because, Kanye's album is called Jesus is King. And he's talking about Jesus and being a Christian and all that. All right, that's his life. What can I do about it? I can't do shit about that. So, he's, that's his album. That's the direction he's going. All right, cool. It's what it is, But, people are saying, but, he says Jesus is king. Jesus doesn't exist. And people going back and forth, well, his name wasn't Jesus. Is this, or, just whatever. And I'm like, I'm responding to people, but I'm just like, but why does it matter what this man believes in his personal ideology? If that's what the fuck he believes, what the fuck can you do about it? I feel like you can always extract something good out of what someone says. Even if it's something about you, you can take something and transform it into something that's useful for you. So yeah, I don't agree with everything Kanye West says, but again, why would I? Of course, we're two different people. Of course, I'm not going to agree with everything he says. I'm sure you won't agree with everything I say, and that's cool too. But it's like, I don't give a fuck if Kanye believes in Jesus or not, bro. He's right about what the fuck he said. And it really made me realize, we still are doing this shit. We still are going back and forth about Muslims and Hebrew Israelites and African spirituality. Bro, all of us are fucked up. All of us have been lied to. The history books are lies. We've all been lied to. We've all been misled. We've all been We've all been, indoctrinated with bullshit. We all have been whitewashed to some extent, some more than others, but we've all have been whitewashed to some extent. Our history has been completely just whitewashed and, everything, religious texts, all these different things. Why the fuck are we spending time on this shit when we have common ground? It's like we as black people refuse to see that we have more in common than we think. Of course, we're not going to all agree that God is God or Allah is Allah or, this or that. Of course, bro, we live in different parts of the world. You have people who live in Africa who have completely different beliefs than we have over here. But then there are people in South America who believe because their interpretation of the world. Because how you interpret the world is how you're going to project, how you're going to perceive the world. It's all on your experience. So, of course, the black people who are in the Caribbean have a completely different concept of life than me. Or maybe my concept is completely different from someone in Nigeria or West Side Compton. I don't fucking know. But it's like, yo, we still going back and forth about this shit, man. Like I said, I guess I'm going to make that a slogan now. Who the fuck cares, bro? We all fucked up. You believe in Jesus, cool, take what the man. And I'm not even saying you have to even agree with what, but I would like to believe that we would all at least say, yo, he does have a point, at least on this. Because our culture is like, what is exactly black culture? They take everything. We've either just given it up or it's either been taken from us forcefully. We just giving it to them. Or we invite so many people to the cookout that eventually they just take over. Because we so focused on trying to be friends with everyone. Trying to, invite everyone to the cookout. And the reason why we do that is because we don't love ourselves, man. I feel like a people who truly love themselves wouldn't try to seek validation from any other people. You don't see Chinese people trying to seek validation from black people. We go to them. You don't see white people seeking. Well, in some cases you do. Some cases you do. With the culture vulture mentality of trying to act black. You know how that goes. But what I'm saying with us is, even then, why? It's like we just don't fucking love ourselves, man. As a collective, individual, of course, a lot of black people do. But as a collective, we really don't, man. We as black people do not love ourselves. If we did, we would not allow half this shit to happen. Truthfully, if we just start loving us, people all say, well, what's the solution to black people? Bro, we just got to start loving ourselves. Go study study Marcus Garvey, study Elijah Muhammad, study Marcus Garvey, study Malcolm X, study so many people. They all may say some different things, right? But ultimately, there is one thing that I think that they will all agree on. It must start with self-love. It must start with us loving ourselves, man. It must start with us appreciating ourselves. It must start with us loving ourselves, man. It must start with us realizing that, we're not going to agree on everything, but we do have something that keeps us in common. We all have a serious threat to our survival as people on this planet. Whether it be, light-skinned black people, dark-skinned black people. You got, you got your black people who are from Latin America. All right, cool. Shout out to y'all. You got your black people in Africa. Shout out to y'all. You got your black people who might be in Antarctica. Man, shout out to y'all. I don't know. Black people in Asia. It's like everywhere, bro. Black people in Europe. Black people are everywhere. And I don't understand. Like, we're not, I've talked about it before and I'm going to keep talking. We're not going to agree on everything. I think right now, what I would like every black person, if you're watching this, I would just like for us right now, all of us, including me, to just really accept the fact that, we as black people are not going to agree on everything. We're not. There are going to be some things that you're going to believe and I'm going to believe. All right, cool. We can debate that another time. We can debate, cool. But there is something that is more deadly than anything else that's killing all of us. And that has been killing us for years. And will continue to kill us until we realize we have more in common than we think. We all one big fucked up ass family. Seriously. We have allowed, and you have, do you have black people who are complete sellouts? Hey, I can't do nothing about that. It is what it is. Get the fuck away, But from what I'm saying is, you have, for the most part, even them. Because it's like, hey, black people in history who completely sold out. But the sad part is they had the same common threat as a man who's not selling out. We just got to find common ground. That we have a serious threat. And you can see it. You can see it on TV. You can hear it on the radio. You can watch movies. You can go outside. Get put over by the police. It's a global thing. It's called global white supremacy. This ain't just no fucking thing that only happens in America or this is everywhere. Because black people are everywhere. Everywhere a black man goes, he's going to be hated by someone. It's just going to happen. It just is what it is. Everywhere you go, you as a black man will be hated by someone. No matter where you go, you as a black woman will be hated by someone. Someone is going to hate you for something you didn't even do. Something you don't have no fucking idea why. But they're going to hate you. This is what it is. Whether you are sellout, listen, this is how it works, man. Let's say hypothetical, you were to walk into a room with nothing but non-black people. Let's say it's all white people, just whatever group of people. Use your imagination. I don't give a shit. And let's say you walk into a room, it's 100 of them. Before they know anything about you, the first thing they're going to see is your pigmentation. Before they know your occupation, before they know your level of education, before they know anything about you, the first thing, because our eyes, our vision travels so quickly. I forgot what's the measurement of time it is, but it's like we process, like as soon as you see something, you see it. And depending upon your conditioning, you're going to have a belief about it. So, or, whatever your level of education is, you'll have a belief or you'll attach your judgment or label to it. Okay, that's fine. It's just what it is. It's called prejudice, but I don't even say it's a bad thing because we all prejudge. Everyone prejudges to some extent because our brains work that fucking fast. So I think people confuse words, but I'm gonna touch on that another subject. But the thing is, bro, before they know anything about you, the first thing they're gonna see is your pigmentation, bro. Before they know anything, you can be you can have master's degrees and still be seen as just another N-word. You can be rich. I think a lot of rich black celebrities honestly think just because they got money, they above racism. No, the fuck you not. You're not. You're just more tolerated because you haven't shown your black pride yet. Think about it. No one had a bad thing to say about Colin Kaepernick until he took that fucking knee. I never heard one person. Now, people may have not liked his game, the way he quarterback. All right, cool. Show me someone who bashed his character. As soon as he took that knee, you're a nigger. Those are the same fans who were just cheering the man a year ago, the year before that. Wearing his jersey, kept to the Super Bowl, kept takes a knee. Oh, fuck that nigger, get him out of here. The same people. So yeah, they're cheering you. Yeah, they love you. Yeah, they're signing. They want your autograph. But do they really want that because they like what you do? Or is it because when you show who you really are, it's like all of a sudden you're an N-word, you're this and that. If you can literally, a black person can say, we as black people got to sit together. And you're going to have about 1,000 people just attacking you. Your occupation doesn't matter. Your level of education doesn't matter. We are all black. I'm talking black people, not that shit where I'm saying the one drop rule and all that dumbass shit. No, I'm talking black people. We are all black. Specifically talking to black people right now. We are all black, bro. I don't care where you black at. You black. You black on this planet. So what I've been personally trying to do more, and I think I'm getting better at it. When I see a black man or when I see a black woman, the first thing I know is that they're black. I don't care what their occupation is. I don't care what they got going on. They're black. Because a lot of times we try to put judgment on people like, oh, this person got a cross on. Let me go this direction. I don't feel like hearing no Jesus stuff. Oh, this person got, talking about that Prophet Muhammad. Let me go this. Bro, you black. You believe what you believe because you were raised a different way than me. That's just all it is, bro. So, of course, we're not going to agree on that shit. We're not going to agree on everything. Why? I want someone, if you're listening to this, however you're doing this, can someone, I think this is a question I'm going to continue to ask for as long as I live. Can someone answer this question? Why do we have to agree on everything before we start to work with each other? Why do we have to agree? It's like I give you a sheet of paper and I give you 10 questions. And if you don't agree on all 10, I'm going to cut you off. You might agree on 9 of the things, but that one thing, I'll cut you off. We ain't friends no more. What the fuck is that? Like, what the hell is that? Why the hell do we do that? And I'm talking about really just everybody right now. But essentially, why the fuck do we do that? We're not going to agree on everything. So black people, what is it going to take for us to realize, we all are black. We are all dealing with this global problem. What are we going to do about it? And let me say this, because I've said this before in another video. If we are just going to say that, yo, you know what, we're not going to do anything about it as a people, all right, cool, we leave it alone. Because it's like, we're either going to do something about this or we're not. But we got to stop the bickering over just the dumb shit. A lot of the shit we argue about don't matter. We have this tribalism mentality. We fight each other over fucking, all right, you a Cowboy fan, you a Redskins fan, bro, I don't give a shit, you black. We can debate, we can talk shit, you know, whatever, but it's like, ultimately, I'm not going to condemn you to hell because you like LeBron James. Like, cool, I like LeBron too, all right, cool. Or maybe you like Kobe's the best player. All right, I mean, but you black. You being black supersedes anything you can believe, man. So you believe that it's Prophet Muhammad, cool, you still black to me. You got some black people who think, well, I'm not black, I'm Native American. All right, well, you kind of look like me, so I don't know too much about that. I'm going to have to do more research on that. But, of course, I do believe that, you know, of course, black people are always here in some capacity. I don't believe our ancestors were just in Africa. I believe they went everywhere. If you can find black influence everywhere in America. So black people essentially, and when I say black, I'm not necessarily I'm talking about just your frequency. Like, you are black. You know what I mean? I'm talking about your mentality. That's essentially what I'm talking about. Because black is to me, black is not even necessarily, it's because we are the original. We're black because we're the original, man. Black always comes before anything. Before anything is born, it has to start off in darkness, man. And that's what we all represent. Seriously. And that's not a bad thing. They just told us it's a bad thing. But no, why do you think everything that's black is considered bad? If you dress in all black, somebody died. But if you dress in all white, it's a wedding. What? Think about it. You ever notice that when someone is acting black, it's always something negative? When's the last time you heard someone was acting black and it was actually a positive representation of black people? Seriously. Think about that next time you say someone is acting black. What are you really saying? Are they acting ignorant? Because if you said they were talking white, I guarantee that person would be intelligent, wise. They're speaking with much intellect and all those things. But if you're talking black, you're talking with slang and ebonics. See that, man? You see how we've all been fucked up? All of us. And that's for all black people. If I just taught you something that you didn't, or not taught you something, but just maybe pointed something out that maybe you never thought about, I didn't know either until not so long ago. We are all fucked up. We all got off the slave ships, but we are in the same boat, man. We got off the slave ships, but we in the same boat. All of us. I don't care if your history started in Jamaica. I don't care if that's another thing. I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to touch on this in another episode. But it's like now we arguing about, but my ancestors started in Africa. All right, cool. Cool. Oh, my ancestors started in America, Louisiana or something. All right, cool, family. But we still got the same problem. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care if your ancestry starts in West Side Compton or West Africa. Bro, we all black. Let's get to work. We can talk about that enough. Let's just get ourselves right first. Let's just find common ground, because that's the thing we got to do. That's it. I don't care if you're a blood or crip. Bro, they want to kill both of y'all. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. If you out there doing your thing with the gang banging, cool. I'm not here to judge you or nothing. Do your thing. But what I'm saying is they want to kill you too. They want you dead. They either want you dead mentally, or they want you dead physically, or they want you dead spiritually. Really, they want all three. And they want us dead economically. And speaking of what Kanye West said, they want us dead culturally as well. Come on, man. Think about it. I'm going to say this real quick. You think George Zimmerman asked Trayvon Martin, what's your religion, before he killed him? You think before they killed Mike Brown, they asked, man, what's your religion? What's your political belief, before they killed him? You think they really cared if Malcolm X was Muslim? No, they still killed him. You think they cared if Martin Luther King was Christian? I don't think so. They still killed him. Do you think, you know what I'm saying? Like, before they killed Sandra Bland, do you think they asked her, what's your religion? What do you believe in? Who's your God? Before they even knew what she was, to them, they knew what she was. She represented a threat to them, because when you're black, you are always seen as a threat. I don't care where you are in the world, bro. No matter where you go, you are going to be considered a threat to someone. So stop thinking that just because you got a bachelor's degree and, bro, that's cool. God bless you. I'm not mad at you, but you still black. You still wear that uniform. Take pride in that. Because you are an original being, bro. You are the original. Black man and black woman. I'm going to touch on that another episode. My name is Urcelph. I appreciate everyone who's listening. Shout out to everyone, man. Leave support, leave opinions, critique. It doesn't matter. Again, this ain't about trying to get you. Even if you don't agree with shit I said, all right, cool. But at least make sure you agree because you really don't agree, not just because someone else told you not to agree. Let's start thinking for ourselves, man. Let's start being mad because we are actually mad, not just because 100 people are mad, so now I'm going to be the 101 person to be mad. Nah, man, so it's all good. You don't have to agree on everything. It's life. Again, it's life. But shout out to everyone, man. Make yourself great. Do for self. I'll see y'all next time.